She was watching a program on the TV and wished to drink after she finished, sir. 9 o'clock, the time of the murder. I don't think I ever would have gotten it due to me not having any. I think the only reason I got it was because I have boobs, and I was like, oh, click, oh, and it's only because of so many jokes like that. And it's also because of so many jokes of that having to be explained to me by friends and media. They're like, that was a joke about their boobs. And I was like, oh. Oh, I see. Wait, I brought it to... Wait. But if she died at 9 o'clock... Wait. The witness's statement is clearly faulty, Your Honor. I'm sorry, but I can see nothing faulty. Unfortunately, I will have to penalize you, Mr. Wright. Fuck! Oh, I must be on the wrong track. Did I die? Oh, that's enough. This court sees no reason to further prolong the trial. Okay, well, should I keep going and let them see that? What happens? To give the court sufficient reason to doubt the prosecution claim, this court finds the defendant, Miss Maya Fey. Oh, guilty. The accused will surrender to the court immediately to be held pending trial at High Court. Then for the day said that is all. What if I said nuh-uh? 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 Precisely 9 o'clock then? Precisely. Exactly. Most definitely, sir. 9 o'clock p.m. How can you be so sure? Mr. May was quite insistent that it be brought then. Oh, bellboy, teehee. I'd like a nice coffee at exactly 9 o'clock. Something like that, sir. Therefore, I knocked on her door at the crack of 9 o'clock, sir. How would she be so particular about the time? You're sure it was Miss April May herself? Oh wait, that's not the question I thought. Absolutely, sir. Absolutely? Yes, sir. As in, so very absolutely, sir. It's an endearing mannerism of mine. How come you're so very certain? Well, when I brought the room service, sir, the guest, sir, favored me with an embrace. Sir. Embrace, sir? Is that French for embrace? It's French for kiss, sir. But not a French kiss, sir. More of a peck on the cheek. Why would she have done that? I believe perhaps she was momentarily swayed by my prim demeanor, sir. It was a moment I shall never ever forget, sir. Sounds pretty fishy to me. I think our Miss May was up to something and wanted the bellboy to remember her. It's no good. There's nothing there. Is that it? Tisk tisk. Finally, you understand. This bellboy has absolutely no reason to lie. Now, if you have any decency, you will end this rather tedious cross-examination here. It was a bit tedious. The witness may leave the stand. I can't let this happen, can I? A protest. Wait. Please wait. Yes, does the defense have something to add? One last question. Let me ask one last question. Your Honor, I must object. This charade of justice has gone on long enough. I want your head put in a toilet bowl. You know, when I was playing Undertale earlier, I was called the Tsundere, and I don't know how accurate that is. As one of my longest time viewers, how accurate is that? Is me being called the Tsundere? Oh no, Mr. Edgeworth. Alright, Mr. Wright, I'll give you one more question, that's all. Okay. This is really it now. This is my last chance. What do I ask him about? Okay, I should ask him about the room service. Tell me again about a room service. Sometimes, sometimes not. Again, sir. At exactly 9 o'clock, I delivered room service to Miss May in room 303. The guest had requested iced coffee. $18 was the charge, as I recall. I see. $18? Doesn't that seem a bit expensive? Yes, well, iced coffee for 2, you know. And we don't skip on the ice, sir. For 2? What did he say? What did you say? Rather, quite. Bellboy, tell us the truth now. Was someone else staying in Miss May's room? Sometimes. Sometimes not. What does that even mean? So I'm sometimes a tsundere and sometimes not? How can you sometimes be a tsundere and sometimes not be a tsundere? Isn't that just being a normal person? I object. That was objectionable. Edgeworth, I know this is your job, but like, you can't stop us from finding out the truth. I know this is like your whole thing, and you're like, I don't want them to find out the truth. I have to win because I have to be the best prosecutor ever. But also, like, sit your hoe ass down. Right the fuck now. Objection overruled. The witness will answer the question. Oh, yes, I see. It depends. Sometimes you can be yandere. What do you mean I can be yandere? That isn't that like the obsessive behavior one? Are you saying I flip between being like obsessive and being like, oh, I won't tell you any of my feelings, but actually I like you? Crazy. Why did you not mention this in your testimony? Oh, well, sir, you didn't ask. Nice try. That's the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention. Ah, yes, quite. Indeed, it was the, good barrister there, Mr. Edgeworth. He asked me not to mention it if I wasn't specifically asked, sir. Oh! Hey, Edgeworth. Hey, buddy. That's not... Oh, messing with the... Oh, buddy. Buddy. Oh. You fool. I've done it. I've won. Miss April May checked into a twin room with a man, correct? Yes, sir. Then, when you brought them room service, you didn't see that man in the room. That's right, sir. Your Honor, we have just learned of another person involved who may have been the murderer. In light of this new fact, I hold that it's impossible to judge the defendant. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth? And who, Mr. Wright? Who was this other person? Simple. It was... the man with Miss May. The man who checked in with Miss May. Ooh. Oh, gotcha, bitch. Your Honor. As has been previously revealed, Miss April May was tapping the victim's phone, yet Miss May herself has an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man that was with her. The bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder. My, what a convenient little setup, but it's too late. Too late? I suppose you'd like it if it was too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who hid the presence of the other man from this court. Ooh. Upstart. Amateur. Great. Why did you ask me that question? Now I'm on Dairy Types Wiki. You're welcome. These accusations are ludicrous. Enough. The court acknowledges the defense's argument. I expect the prosecution and defense to look into this matter fully. Am I understood? Yes. Yes, Your Honor. That is all for the trial today, for the trial of Maya Fey. Court is adjourned. Well, I've at least proven her so far not guilty, or at least so far. September 7th, 2:24 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1. Mr. Wright, you were amazing in there. Really? I think I might be your newest fan. Oh, I was just doing my job, you know. Then again, that other attorney was pretty cool, too. Huh? That face of his, with his eyes wide and trembling lips. It sent shivers up my spine. If you say so. So, what happens with me? Do I get to go home now? Well... No, I don't think so. Not yet. Oh, I see. But I got a great lead in today's trial. A lead? That man with Miss May. He's the key. Oh, I get it. What happened to Miss May after that anyway? I heard they arrested her. I guess she's learning her charms won't work everywhere. She's probably at the detention center now. I may have to go down there later. Anyway, this case is far from closed. Yes, sir. I'm going to find out more about this man. Do you think he was the one who... Maybe so. Sis. Don't worry, I'll find him by tomorrow, I promise. I'm counting on you. Sarodere or Uzadere, maybe. I'm gonna have to look up what these are. Me, who doesn't know my dere types. Did you just... Okay, so... I looked up Sarodere and I just... Yeah. Let me look up Uzadere. Yeah. Yeah. I'd probably be both of them. I flip-flop. Just like, I'm gonna be one or the other today. I'm gonna take turns. I asked for a full record of April May's testimony. I thought it might come in handy during the trial tomorrow. But now that I have it, I'm not so sure. Most of her testimony was all lies. In fact, there's only one part that hasn't been stricken from the record. May testimony added to the court record. The victim dodged an attack, then ran to the right, but she was caught and struck. I don't know how much good this will do me at all now. Anyway, time to hit the pavement and do some investigating. Mine doesn't belong in that detention center, and it's up to me to set her free. To be continued. Man, this game is addicting. I know for a fact all of next week is just gonna be this game. I'm just gonna be like, can we play more Ace Attorney? Can we do more Ace Attorney? Okay. It is 7:30. Okay. Good morning, by the way. Yes, good morning. And I do have an appointment at 2, so I think I'm going to log off now. Now that I've saved. So I can get some sleep in. Or at least get a nap in before my appointment. Because at this point it's going to be a nap. I can count. 8. 4. Yes. Yo, what? Never mind the correction. Goof morning it is. Goof morning. But yeah. 6 hours is a decent nap, I would say. But yeah. Thanks to everyone who came to stream today. Oh my gosh, I just saw I streamed for 12 hours. That's a normal amount of streaming. That's an amount that a normal person would stream. That's a normal stream amount. I asked someone what a normal streaming amount was, and I was like, yeah, streaming for 12 hours is normal, and they were like, no, 6 hours is a normal stream amount. And I was like, what? But yeah, thank you to everyone who watches the VODs afterwards. Thank you for supporting my content. I gotta check and make sure all of my stuff is getting over to YouTube. That'll be my goal for today. And then, next couple of days, I get to focus on, catching up all my stuff to make sure, my budget, to make sure I can do taxes before the end of tax season. So that'll be really exciting. And by exciting, I mean really dreadfully boring. Dang, the uppy ain't on either. If you get the chance on your own time, check them out. I know you'll like it. Yeah, I'll be checking them out on my own time. I'll go follow them, because they seem like a really cool artist. I think I'll like them a lot. They seem really cool. Let's see. But yeah, so I hope you guys all have a wonderful rest of your day and a wonderful rest of your week. The next time I will be streaming will be on Monday, and then it'll be a Saturday-Sunday combo. So it'll be my stream heavy week, and I'm excited because that means I get to play so much Ace Attorney. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh, I haven't gotten so much serotonin from a game in a hot second. Well, that's a lie. I gotten a lot of serotonin from a lot of games, but I haven't felt like the itch to like keep playing a game like that in forever. Usually like I play a game and then I'm just playing it. I haven't felt an itch to like keep playing obsessively since like Rune Factory, and I still have the itch to keep playing Rune Factory, but like I feel like you guys need a little variety, because only playing Rune Factory, I feel like, is going to make people explode. They're like, they need a little sustenance that's other than Rune Factory. So there's that. And then I will see who's on that I can raid, and then let's see. Let's see. A new person. Okay, so this is a new person that I've been like lurking in. Their name is Taco. Okay, so their full name is Taco Ron Ron, and they've been playing a lot of Monster Hunter stories, and I've been lurking in their channel because I kind of desperately want to play Monster Hunter, but I know for a fact that my PC cannot handle playing Monster Hunter. So I'm just kind of living vicariously through people who are streaming Monster Hunter right now. You know how it is. And I also, okay, so I know that Monster Hunter Stories 3 is on Switch 2, but like with all of the medical appointments I have right now, I can't justify buying another game when I'm like, I don't know how much my medical appointments are, because like I do have medical insurance, but like I don't want to go into it with the mentality like, oh, insurance will cover everything, because they don't always cover everything. And I am trying to be an adult and keep within a certain budget sometimes. So I will live vicariously through people who are playing Monster Hunter Stories. So she's playing Monster Hunter Stories 3. I will go ahead and get my raid up. So this will be my first time raiding into them, which will be exciting. I keep trying to get into Monster Hunter Rise though and Ninjas, but it has such a slow build up and I keep restarting. Yeah, I as someone who wants to get into Monster Hunter, because it feels like it'll be something that is really right up my alley, especially the Monster Hunter Stories games. Like, I want to play the Monster Hunter Stories games so bad. I'm unsure if I should play like 3 and then descend, or if I should start with Monster Hunter Stories 1 and then go up. The only problem is I would have to look into what devices Monster Hunter Stories 1 is playable on, and then go from there, because because I know for a fact that like my PC would not be able to play like Monster Hunter Stories 3, and then I would have to see like how, it's just things that I'm like calculating, because they seem like games that are really fun, and Monster Hunter Stories 3 seems like it has a really compelling storyline, and it has like voice acting in a lot of it too. It's such a really well made game, and like the monster collecting part of it too, it feels a lot like it like feeds right into like my animal like love niche. Oh, it's so good. That feels like a good raid message. Stories has such a different gameplay to regular Monhunt that it's hard to see them as the same franchise. Yeah, that's what I've heard a lot of people say. Because they're like completely, it's like, it kind of feels like how Pokemon has like a main line and then they have like side lines, how like a lot of times, like for example, the Pokemon Ranger plays really different from like the mainline games, or the Pokemon Dungeon games play really well. I wouldn't say like super different, but they do play a lot different from like the mainline games. So they have like a really different feel. Okay, so we'll go ahead and go raid Takun. And as always, we show a lot of appreciation and love to the people we raid into, especially because I'm raiding her for the first time, so we want to be polite and awesome. Because I'm always nervous raiding into people for the first time, because I'm like, hi, I'm showing off my community. Please, I'm nice, I promise. So, but she's really sweet, and she does, and I mostly lurk in hers, I'm gonna be honest. But she's really chill, and she's mostly been playing Monster Hunter stories, and so like I'm gonna be so honest. I'm vicariously living through her for Monster Hunter Stories 3, and she's so sweet. So I really appreciate her. She's really cool. So I will see you guys on Monday when I next see you guys. Thank you guys for hanging out with me for 12 hours or however long part of the stream you were here. And as always, I appreciate you guys. I hope you guys will have a wonderful rest of your day and a wonderful rest of your week and all of that. And then I'll go ahead and send you guys over. And thank you guys as always. Yeah.